Stop saying very in English. There's nothing wrong with very, but in today's video, I'm going to teach you some alternatives to help you expand your vocabulary and to sound more confident. So I'm going to divide this video into two parts. In the first part, we're going to look at direct synonyms, so words that you can actually replace with very. And in the second part, we're going to look at some adjectives. So for example, if you say very happy, you could say thrilled. We'll look at that in a bit. Let's start with the first part of today's video and look at some direct replacements for very. Stop saying very and add these words to your vocabulary. Really, for example, that's really important. So, I'm so tired right now. Quite, that's quite nice. Pretty, that's pretty good. Fairly, the movie was fairly interesting. Or a bit, for example, it's a bit cold. Quite, pretty, fairly, and a bit are a bit softer. They're not as strong as very or really or so, but they're relatively close. Now, if you want to be a bit stronger, use these words to make your English sound more powerful. Totally. For example, I'm totally exhausted. Completely. She was completely shocked. Absolutely. That's absolutely amazing. Seriously. I'm seriously worried. Or extremely. He's extremely talented. You could say incredibly. That's incredibly difficult. Or utterly, if you want to be more formal. That's utterly ridiculous. Now, next up, let's look at some more casual alternatives. Do you know these informal words? Super. That's super helpful. Crazy. That's crazy fun. Wicked. He's a wicked smart guy. Or in the UK, they might say mad. She's mad talented. Again, that's more common in the UK. In Canada and in America, mad normally means angry. So we've looked at some common direct alternatives that you can actually replace with very, but I want to talk about some adjectives. And this is really where we expand our vocabulary and we sound a lot more advanced. So if you are at the B1, B2, even C1 or C2 levels, watch until the end of today's video. Now, before we continue, make sure to leave a like. Let me know in the comments if you're finding this video useful. And of course, subscribe to English at the Ready here on YouTube so you don't miss any future lessons. If you want to study English with me and my expert team, click the link in the description below to take a look at our programs and how we can help you start becoming more fluent and confident in English. With that said, let's continue. Instead of very, say this. Very tired becomes exhausted. Very happy becomes ecstatic. Very sad becomes miserable. Very hungry becomes starving. Very angry becomes furious. And very good becomes excellent. Very bad becomes awful. Very cold becomes freezing. Very hot becomes boiling. Very small becomes tiny. Very big becomes massive. And very clean becomes spotless. Again, I would recommend writing these words down. Save this video for later. Practice using these in conversation and you'll sound a lot more advanced and a lot more natural when using these. Learning synonyms is actually one of the best ways to expand your vocabulary because the more words you know, the more detail you'll be able to express. Imagine a painter. A painter doesn't paint using just green or blue. They have different shades of green. They have olive green, they have ultramarine blue, they have sky blue, they have turquoise. They have all sorts of different shades of color in their palette. And as you get more advanced in a language like English and you expand your vocabulary, you also expand your color palette. As I said, think of learning synonyms as a way to expand your palette. You're the artist and English is your painting. I hope you found this video useful. Let me know in the comments, leave a like, subscribe to English at the Ready. And if you want to study with me and my team, click the link in the description below. I'll see you soon.